You can't beat a good road trip. Fill the car, load up the tunes, and hit the road, stopping wherever the mood takes and feeling the unbeatable freedom that travel is supposed to provide. Our pick of the best road trips in Europe covers every corner, the only limitation being how long you are willing to spend behind the wheel. The continent's extensive network of roads offers up some of the best road trips on the planet, so get ready for mountains, lakes, rivers, and more. 1. Iceland Ring Road. Iceland makes an appearance on any self-respecting list of travel experiences. The Iceland Ring Road encircles the entire nation, covering 1,333 kilometers of road, a distance that can be traversed in 12 or 13 hours, depending on speed. Truth be told, you should take a week or so to do it properly, stopping to take in the majestic scenery that only Iceland can produce. Sigur Rós made a video of the whole thing backed by some typically gorgeous music, so head to a well-known internet video streaming site and start making plans. 2. Pula to Dubrovnik, Croatia. If anyone tells you that Croatia is still a hidden gem, you should stop listening to them. Hrvatska gets mega busy throughout the summer, but spring and autumn remain brilliant times to visit, and what better way to explore the coast than by driving all the way down it? Start at Pula and snake your way down the coast to Dubrovnik, raking up the 709 kilometers with stops in Rijeka, Zigar, Split, and wherever else. Heck, you could even nip inland to explore the magical Plitvice Lakes National Park, and extend the last leg by heading into Bosnia and Herzegovina to see Mostar, Kravis Waterfall, and Blagaj for yourself. 3. Transfagarasan Highway, Romania. You can also call it the DN7C if you prefer. The Transfagarasan is a stunning mountain road that traverses Romania's Carpathian Mountains, the second highest in the country but arguably the best known. Every spectacular second of the 150 kilometers offers up stunning views. The speed limit is 40 kilometers/a because of the relatively fragile ground, but going slow makes it easier to enjoy the surroundings. Billy Lake is pretty much at the top, and it doesn't get much more beautiful than that. 4. Atlantic Road, Norway. Not all road trips need to be multi-day marathons. Sometimes going out for a few hours of gorgeous driving interspersed with views and a picnic, you got to have a picnic, is all that is needed. Norway's Atlantic Road snakes around the west coast of the country, covering just 8.3 kilometers but encapsulating the old quality over quantity cliché perfectly. The road has been described as the world's most beautiful car journey, and we aren't about to disagree. 5. Tallinn to Tirana. Somehow, someway, Eastern Europe remains criminally misunderstood. The vague geographic notion doesn't tell half the story, so why not drive from the north of the east to the south and see for yourself? From Estonia on the Baltic to Albania on the Med lies a conveyor belt of fascinating nations with beauty around every corner. It would take around 34 hours to drive the 2,945 kilometers without stopping, but you also need to be a cyborg. Head through the Baltic states before heading central into Poland, Czech. 6. Autobahn, Germany. If you're interested in an incredible European road trip, the chances are you're already very aware of the Autobahn. Germany and all things automobiles go together like magnet and steel. Hurtling down the Autobahn is one of Europe's great behind-the-wheel experiences. You can't actually go as fast as you like on this famous road, so pay attention to the various limits, lest you end up in serious bother. Start in Cologne and head north through Bremen and Hamburg before snaking back down to Berlin, covering more than 500 kilometers in the process. 7. Epirus, Greece. Driving around the winding mountain roads of Zagori sounds like a dream, right? These serpentine roads aren't the easiest, but they are well worth it. Think lakes, monasteries, stunning mountain villages, and animals that are very much in charge of the place. There are several possible routes, so you might as well just get that driving license sorted and let your whims do the rest. 8. Northern Lakes, Italy. Okay, now we're really entering the world of dreams. The magnificent lakes in the north of Italy have been big business for a long old while. But how about an extravagant road trip taking in as many of them as possible? You can start this one pretty much from the moment you land in Milan, picking up a rental and heading to Lake Maggiore and setting up shop before heading east through Lake Como, Lake Garda, and all the rest. Take as much time as is humanly possible. You're going to want to savor these spots. 9. Edinburgh to London, United Kingdom. You could tackle the entire length of Great Britain, starting at John of Groats and driving 1,407 kilometers down to Land's End, but the very northern tip of Scotland isn't the most accessible place. Instead, make a grand journey between the capitals of Scotland and England, starting in Edinburgh and heading south through the Lake District, the cities of the north, the meat of the Midlands, and more. Just 647 kilometers sit between the two, so be sure to make this itinerary a winding one. 10. Vienna to Belgrade. Europe has no shortage of great rivers, but the diversity of the Danube makes it the continent's finest. The second longest in Europe, the Danube runs through 4 capital cities: Belgrade, Budapest, Bratislava, and Vienna. So why not get behind the wheel and hit up all 4? Start in the latter and weave your way towards bouncing Belgrade, treating yourself to a night out in one of the continent's most exciting cities as a treat. Better yet, if you have the time, why not follow the entire length of the